Welcome to Listertainment, the channel with the most deceptive name in all of YouTube. And here we have another 10 champion fighters who were undefeated in their careers, but the day came when they lost not only their undefeated records, but also their belts and a little bit of their pride as well. As much as one loss shouldn't matter to a great boxer, having a 0 at the end of your record feels extremely good, and you are always worried about losing it because of the criticism that will come from it. Being undefeated kind of leads people to wanting to see you lose, and it really sucks that that's how it is, but that's just how humans are. We just sometimes want to see the top guy get knocked off his high horse. Massive thanks to Jose Montenegro who helped compile this list. If you happen to enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below. Also make sure to turn on those notifications. Let's get started. Davey Moore became a champion in only his 9th fight after defeating Tadashi Miyahara for the WBA light middleweight title.
See, he can't control his legs. Now comes a punch to put him down. It's more of a shove than a punch, but down he goes. And one round and it's all over. Davey Moore. 6 and Moore looking to end it right here. It is all.
He was able to defend the title a total of 3 times before his success led him to face the heavy hitter that was Roberto Duran. And well, things didn't go well for Moore.
Again the right. Good hook underneath by Duran. His body work's been superb. Moore fighting back. Nothing on Davey Moore's punches, and finally it's over. Roberto.
Duran won the fight via TKO in the 8th round. And apparently Moore came into the fight really confident in himself that he would be able to beat the aging Duran. But he got a masterclass from Duran, dishing out so much punishment that it is said that Moore's mother and girlfriend fainted ringside. Many believe that the fight should have been stopped sooner, and maybe it should have, since Moore was a totally different fighter after this beating. He did go on to beat Wilfred Benitez via a TKO, which is pretty impressive.
Went down, taking the mandatory 8 count, then getting up and was really in trouble. But here he's now punching back, showing a little bit of offense. But there, a right hand coming over a left hand.
Joe Frazier was the first boxer to beat Muhammad Ali and was the undisputed heavyweight champion from 1970 to 1973. He was known for his incredible strength, punching power, and of course his relentless pressure fighting style that would give problems to so many boxers. His leaping left hook was the thing of beauty that helped him win a ton of fights.
Frazier always in pursuit, and you saw that left hook.
This all came to an end when on his 30th fight he came upon Big George Foreman, who was also known for his incredible power and beat Frazier in only 2 rounds. Foreman was also undefeated coming into this fight and was the underdog for the fight, but he was 4 inches taller and had an 8-inch reach advantage, which kept Frazier at bay.
Foreman is all over Joe Frazier. Frazier is down to knockdowns in the first round of Joe Frazier. Down Frazier again. Yes, Frazier in the corner. Frazier's knees buckled.
The first knockdown came in the very first round, and by the time the fight was over, Frazier had tasted the canvas a total of 6 times. The referee finally stopped the fight, giving the dominant victory to Foreman. Wilfred Benitez was the defensive stud who fought during the times of the 4 Horsemen: Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and Sugar Ray Leonard. At any other point in history, he might be considered one of the greatest boxers of his era. And he is, but is at least in 5th place already. He won titles in 3 divisions. Only 17 years old, he beat the experienced champion Antonio Cervantes. He then moved up and won the welterweight title against Carlos Palomino.
They detect in Palomino a less than a minute. Benitez. Good right lane, and a Benitez, who is at 35-0-1 in his record. Palomino, the defense.
He made one successful defense of his title before coming upon one of the greats in Sugar Ray Leonard.
This is a wild. Now Benitez knows he may be.
It took Leonard 15 rounds to finally beat Benitez via TKO, and he stated that Benitez had been one of the hardest opponents to hit.
But with a far greater knowledge. Shown, maybe now, they won't call Sugar Ray Leonard a height.
Leonard also managed to put Benitez down in the third round and was winning on all the scorecards when the ref stopped the fight. Luis Neddy at points was compared to Manny Pacquiao, and many said that he was the next great fighter. He started his career with a record of 31 wins and 0 defeats, with an impressive 24 knockouts in those fights. He won his first title after defeating Shinsuke Yamanaka, who was also an undefeated champion in 2017. Neddy ultimately lost the titles due to failing a drug test, but they did it again, and Neddy beat him again even faster this time. He conquered his legitimate belt against Aaron Alameda last year. It all came crashing down when he was facing off against another undefeated champion in Brandon Figueroa.
Subtle shift in this round. Under a minute left of the seventh.
Neddy lost the fight via knockout in the 7th round. In this incredibly grueling fight, both fighters were throwing punches with reckless abandon, completely foregoing any type of defense. Figueroa outlasted Neddy, delivering the more powerful shots that ultimately put Neddy down. Eddie Alvarez started early in his career fighting at 170 pounds, which many say is a weight that is too high for him, and considering that he fought at 155 in the UFC and became a champion in that way, so they might have been right. But he did become the welterweight champion on his 9th fight in the Bodog Fight promotion after beating Aaron Riley with a knockout.
Was busted open.
And again, he takes another big punch. And here comes Alvarez, and the fight is over.
He held the title for only half a year before he had to fight against Nick Thompson in 2007 and lost his undefeated record.
Not only that, Colonel, his eye. Oh, drop! Alvarez is stunned! Look at his body! This could be it! Right hands!
During this fight, his size advantage was exposed as the UFC veteran Thompson was able to stop Alvarez in the 2nd round. The size difference was impressive, but Alvarez stated before that he really enjoyed being able to beat the bigger guys, and he really did a great job for a long time. But once the competition went to the next level, he was exposed. There is always another person that comes out of nowhere to defeat the top dog, and sometimes it's really sad to see such a great fighter who dominated for such a long time finally get his first defeat, and even worse when it comes in devastating fashion. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.